Wife was being distant and being uncommunicative and decided to confront one evening. It didn't go as I expected. Hello, I've been a lurker here for a little while trying to process infidelity in my life. Long story short, wife and I have been married 8 years, together a few years longer total, and have 2 small kids. This year has been tough, and we have had our arguments, but nothing that I would ever think would push my wife to cheat. Anyways, I noticed her lately being distant and being uncommunicative and decided to confront one evening. At that time, she said that she was not happy and couldn't feel a spark anymore. At first I freaked out on myself thinking I was being a non-attentive husband, truthfully an issue. However, the next day, I caught a very strange message on her phone that was extremely lovey-dovey. I took a look and then found my wife was messaging a man for a long time with lots of I love yous and plans for a future together. Fucking destroyed. Anyways, taking the advice of the many threads on here, I didn't confront initially. I actually read as much as I could, contacted a couple lawyers for advice, one now on retainer, and got my head on straight and calm. I confronted my wife a couple days ago calmly and asked if she was having an affair, and after a couple minutes, she admitted everything. Long story short, it's been going on for 6 months and she claims it's the deepest emotional connection ever. Complete bullshit, but whatever. To end it all, I gave my list of boundaries, cut off contact, MC, etc. The thing that I think is the final nail of an honest attempt to reconcile is she got extremely aggravated with cutting off contact, especially when I told her to do it in front of me and even insisted to see him one last time for closure. I fucking held my ground and told her if he is so important pack a bag and go live with him, to which she backed off, but not before she told me I was a controlling asshole. Anyways, she sent a text this morning and showed me, but my spidey senses seem to think she will try a different means of communication. I'm thinking there is no hope and I honestly don't want it at this point, but I just wanted to be able to tell my kids in 20 years, I at least tried. We have MC tomorrow, but I'm thinking it's time to file before wasting any time or grief. I'm cautious to move too fast because of my kids, but is this the right way to do it? OOP, wow, this thread got big, fast. Thanks for the awesome comments, it's been helpful to get validation. I have the paperwork filled out with my lawyer, they just need to process it and I will have to pick a date to have her served. You are all right, this will not end well if I go the doormat route. Need to think about my future and my kids and move on. Update 1. Hi everyone. I posted recently about my experience. Many thanks to the replies and DMs to help get me through it, and I'm well on my way and I'm feeling good lately. Anyways, I am in the post-serving part and working closely with my counsel. What I'm looking for is if any BS here took advantage of the affair fog to get better divorce terms and how you pulled it off. My STBW is clearly deep in the fog, still seeing / contacting AP, which at the moment I haven't bothered her since it's a good distraction. What did people get agreements on that were unexpected? Any advice is greatly appreciated on how to move through this phase, and also to keep her off balance is also helpful. Besides Grey Rock and 180, I have been going out much more unexpectedly and not divulging details of my activity. I posted a few threads about my ongoing saga, but the abridged version is wife cheated, I caught her, she gave me the I love you but not in love, and AP is the greatest emotional connection ever BS and has trickle-truthed, gaslit, everything to the script. I then proceeded to drop papers on her, and well, here we are a few weeks later. Long story short, now, in the post-serving phase and having to cohabitate for now since I want to spend as much time with my children as possible. I am now in a separate room too, so this has helped me begin to get that distance. I've implemented the Grey Rock with my STBXW, generally try not to be interested in any discussion but have to fake it a little, especially with kids around. They are still small but try to be upbeat as they can sense a lot. I'm also not making myself available in the evening, going out with friends, working out, whatever. Update 2. As of today, the official decree went out and I am no longer married. I also picked up the keys to my new house and will start the process to move ASAP. I did choose to take a buyout as I felt it was best to start fresh in a place of my own to make new memories, and I really got lucky. I found a nicely kept up house barely a minute away from my current home, huge fenced-in backyard, wood fire pit, big garage, and primo location. I also back up to a nature preserve, and as I'm an avid outdoorsman / biker, I have a gateway to my own little paradise. Some will ask why so close. Well, I want to be close to my kids because they need to know their dad is close by for when they need me. Thanks to the advice of this community, I kept my mind focused on what was important, started a workout program and also dove head first into a new career opportunity that recently paid itself huge dividends. I have not bothered with old or seeking out a new partner and will likely enjoy the single life for a while. I have my 2 little kids to focus on and fully plan on focusing on them and my personal growth for a while. As for my ex and AP, I honestly have started to let go of that disaster. Whatever happens will happen and it's no longer my concern, and as someone eloquently said before, when someone gets with somebody who cheated on their spouse, they are getting someone who cheated on their spouse. I did my best as a husband and father and it's time for someone else to appreciate it. Thank you all for the messages, advice, well wishes and so on. My life has depended on this so much these past months when I didn't have very many close by to turn to. For those that are at the very beginning of this crap deal, please keep putting one foot in front of the other and surviving every day. I'm not an expert in life, but I'm also willing to lend an ear to those who need it. Good luck, y'all. Update 3. Hello all. Wanted to give a quick update, especially to those folks who just went through their day and are worried about what life may be like. I'm 6 weeks post-decree and I have moved into my new place a month ago, working like a madman to get it set up into my sanctuary. I finally have it well furnished and it feels like home, my home. My kids have now been over many times and the rotation is working well. I've read many times here that kids are resilient, but until you see it firsthand, it is worrisome. I'm happy to report they are handling things pretty well and we have our own fun at Dad's house and they have told me many times they love being over. As for me, it's initially been weird having some newfound freedom, but I found making to-do lists and daily/weekly/long-term goals is helping a lot. I was an ally sad, but keeping busy keeps that away. I'm focused only on self-improvement at the moment. I have thought about putting myself back on the scene, but truthfully have no interest, so I'm keeping focused on home improvement, fitness, and my kids. Someone commented on one of my posts that getting out of the house was like being underwater and coming up for air, and they were right. As for the cheating ex, I keep it cordial, but that's it. No sign of the greatest emotional connection AP yet, WTF? But who cares? They'll just say tonight I sat outside, had a few beers and a cigar and enjoyed the peace and tranquility of my property and thought getting the heck away from the situation my ex put me in was the right thing. To those at the beginning and doubting leaving, I get it. It's the toughest thing and heartbreaking and a kick in the junk. But making the decision to eject a cheater out was the only right decision, and I only feel with time it will get better. Cheers everyone! Thanks for watching. Subscribe and comment, let me know what story you would want to watch next.